Hello there, Nick Dutch here. One of my subscribers has put a link my way for something that looks quite interesting or something that might well be laughable at. It's a website called www.extremespells.com, and this one particular section is called Get Girlfriend. And the title of this guy's message to me says, "Get the perfect girl fast for a minimum fee of $49.95." So I'm going to have a quick look at that one particular website and we'll see what it's saying. This is just going to be me doing a complete and utter, straight out reaction to what I'm going to see. This is not rehearsed, this is not nothing, it's just like, let's see what mad stuff is going in the world. Yep, it's a website called extremespells.com. Spells to get a girl to desire you, and love spells to get a girlfriend. Magic spells to get a girlfriend fast. I mean, my initial reaction to that is it looks like, or as bad as one of those Nigerian dating scams, okay? There's magic spells and love spells energy to attract the perfect girlfriend, yes. This looks like such a heap of horse shit. This is like, oh god. How to get the perfect woman stroke girlfriend fast. As if the two are different things, Get a woman to want you can be a humiliating and difficult job. There is no guaranteed how to get a woman course that really works. That's because you got to find someone who likes you and that you like them, and you got things in common, and you start building up a foundation and you start getting to understand each other, and it's called having a relationship. Alright, it says here, it's virtually impossible to find the right girlfriend or woman, let alone find her and have her fall in love with you. More often than not, we find a person we're not completely happy with. I mean, come on, nobody is perfect. Alright, everyone is slightly different, there's always some challenges, and that's essentially a good thing, because it helps you to grow up. So this thing here is selling to people who are thoroughly immature and have an immature understanding of what relationships are about. So this is actually fucking hilarious in every possible way, and actually quite disturbing, because it's obviously talking to weakened people who are desperate to get, either love or sex or attraction or affection or have some kind of issue dealt with without necessarily working on themselves. Because like one of the most important things about life, the way that I see it, is to recognize where your problems are and to try and grow up beyond them. Alright, it's called growing up. And it's done in every single area of life, okay, throughout the whole of your life. It never comes to an end, ever. You are doomed, so to speak, to carry on growing up and getting over your issues and becoming a stronger, bigger, better, brighter, wiser, more down-to-earth, more intelligent person with the passage of time. So it's all rather, this is going against growing up, getting counseling, trying to understand life, trying to understand women, okay? Women, require a bit of understanding, okay? And men need to learn how to understand women, and women need to learn how to understand men, and women need to learn how to understand women, and men need to learn how to understand men, and so on and so forth. And it's complex, and it's called being a part of society. And it's important that you have that stimulation, because it helps you to grow and become sane and balanced and all the rest of that. Now, if you were to bypass that, if any of this stuff worked as, powerfully and reliably, as this website was saying, then basically that would turn you into a complete shit. Because then you could just submit your PayPal payments and everything would sort of happen, and you wouldn't have to do any growing up or thinking or change or anything. And that's actually quite disturbing, and it goes against like being human. It'll turn you into something really rather inhuman. And look at that, on this side of things, love spells, money spells. I actually did a video against people who say, spell casting for money, a while back. Revenge spells. Or you could just go up to someone and say, "Oi mate, I don't fucking like you." Alright? That's another way of doing it. You don't need a revenge spell. You can just let people know when they're doing something wrong, and you can try and help them to grow up too. Custom spells. Yes, we want one with alloy wheels, pretty please. For fuck's sake. Adult spells. Why don't they have the adult spells in bright red and have a picture of a stripper beside it? You know, that would be more appropriate. Basically, it's spells for you know, neurotic wankers, really, isn't it? You know, I mean, oh dear. Just out of curiosity, let's see their testimonials. This should be hilarious. Okay. Just here, like anybody would be, I was very skeptical about using a love spell. Well, if you were very skeptical, you wouldn't have gone for it now, would you? So you weren't very skeptical, okay? So that's a lie. Or any spell for that matter, but I was absolutely shocked. You'll notice that's actually in bold type, okay? Who types in bold type? Alright? And then who actually puts in a web link in their testimonials? This is evidently faked, okay? When Tim called me earlier, I had you guys cast my Return My Lover spell for me. It wasn't 24 hours that I had my spell cast that he came back to me, practically on his knees. I mean, this is like Mills and Boone, fucking, you know, masturbation fantasy, you know, just like, terrible. Oh my god. He broke up with me over a month ago, and now we're happier than ever. Alright, now, alternatively, like, when you have a situation when you've broken up with someone and you want to get back with them, try doing what I suggest to some of my customers, okay? Write them a letter and send it to them in a mail, okay? Explain the fact that you think you might be wrong. Try and, like, yeah, you know, deal with the issues. Don't be aggressive, because like when you're going through a breakup, it's often because either person or both people are so resolutely dedicated to their own views that they're not taking into account the views and the needs of the other person. Okay, that's what it can be about. So a lot of breakups are because people are wrong with each other. So that needs to be amended, and that happens through talking and, you know, getting some kind of therapeutic solution to the issue at hand, not through burning a candle, paying $50 to this person. Alright? Okay? Now, one thing you can do, and that is that if you think it will help you psychologically to get a situation sorted out with somebody, let's say, then you could use a form of spellcasting in a psychological way. Alright, so I mean, everyone does it. I've shown you this before. It's my selection of rosaries, or a couple of them anyway, and there's a charm there. It's a Turkish charm. It's in the design of the evil eye, or the eye itself, which is a very famous or well-known charm, which is supposed to repel evil. It's like the eye of God, or some other form of blessing. Obviously, this particular rosary here, which is covered with them, so it's all supposed to be very protective symbolically. And if you're going through some bad stuff and you have some kind of superstitious charm on you, there's like nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Also, the thistle horsebrass there, that's a very old British style of evil eye charm, because the thistle, center of the thistle itself, represents the pupil of the eye, and the rest of the horsebrass, if I can just zoom in on that, represents the outer part of the eye. So it's basically a representation of that. Okay, so these things are superstitious charms, which I confess that I have, but the reason for that is more like psychological. And also a question of a little bit of extra comfort or confidence. It's not a question if you put it up there to say it is going to work. You put it up there to say that, you know, maybe there's something wrong with the way in which I'm thinking, and if I can remove some of the anxiety associated with one particular thing, then it may be like a degree or two more likely that you'll get the right results. I mean, if you've ever been sailing, for instance, and you've got a long distance to navigate, let's say you're going across the English Channel, okay, and you've only got like a digital GPS which can tell you which angle you're steering in, okay. Let's say you set your course, but you set your course out by a degree, you know, you might miss your target. So the idea with all this kind of like superstitious psychological stuff is that if it takes away the anxiety, it can make it like maybe 1 degree more likely that you'll get closer to your goal. That sort of thing, okay? It's not a question of, oh, it works, it's therefore worth investing like $49 or whatever in. You know, this is crazy as far as like justice spell. I mean, look, oh God Almighty, it says justice spells. Or you could actually do something to try and bring about some kind of justice, like going to the police. I mean, some people in my work, some people actually call me up and say, I want you to do justice against this person. And I say, well, have you spoken to the Citizens Advice Bureau? Have you actually got some advice from your local police station? Have you spoken to, let's say, a respected member of your community who may know what to do because they may have experienced a case similar to this, like your local pastor or minister, or maybe even a member of your local major political party who may be interested in helping you in your case. Okay, there's lots of ways in which this can be done, and sometimes the customers say, no, I just want you to do a candle ritual, and I say, well, no, I'm not going to do that, because you need to take the action as well as the stuff which I'm offering, you know. But this website here is not saying that. What it's basically suggesting is, like, you pay the money, and then, hey presto, you know, you get your lover coming back to you, you get your justice. I mean, good God. Let's have a quick look at justice spells, see what kind of like wankery is going on here. Oh, now it's going straight on to revenge spells we can cast for you. Oh, God Almighty, this is such a fucking load of wank. Were you hurt? Were you betrayed? Were you wronged? This sounds like an Injury Lawyers for You advert, this is. Has somebody broken your leg today? Were you given the wrong kind of ladder when going up a wall? I mean, for fuck's sake! Oh, Jesus Christ. Looking for curses or hex spells, looking for black witchcraft, spells to seek justice or revenge, looking for powerful curse. Yes, yes, I can do all that because I am the great and powerful webmaster. Yes. Fuck. This is just like, this is actually evil shit, okay? This is the kind of person, this just reminds me of the kind of person I used to come across in the pagan movement. Okay, because they would always say things like this: we deliver real results using real spells and real modern magic. Okay, because what they're saying is this works 100% reliably. You don't need any other method. Therefore, we are the trustworthy ones. We are the ones who have all the knowledge and all the power, and you can trust us and nobody else. This is a cult website. This is an evil motherfucking cult website full of people who should be shot, in my estimation. Okay, these are scum of the earth. These are turning everything associated with the occult movement, New Age movements, and the rest of it into something ghastly. Little PayPal button there. Oh, isn't that nice? Yes, you fucking wankers. I mean, this just upsets me so fucking much. I mean, these people... Oh God, these people should just like fucking. This is like this is like bad. Okay, you know, I'm just like somewhat upset, if you see where I'm coming from. Okay. I mean, there's actually a very big crossover between a lot of things from occultism and a lot of things from Orthodox religion. Because for some people, it's through occultism that they develop a faith in Orthodox religion. And for some people, through Orthodox religion, they actually have experiences which give them a possible understanding of, or hypothetical understanding of, something of a supernatural nature. Okay? That's one of the reasons why there's a crossover there. Alright? It's nothing to do with this shit. It's nothing to do with, oh, it works, I am the great and powerful webmaster, yes. You will do my bidding, for I have powers over the elements of earth, air, fire, and water, and I am, yes, wise, yes. And you don't need to do anything else, no, just click on the button, yes. I mean, if I was to turn around to you and say, look, I need 50 quid, okay, I need 50 quid now, or, look, could you possibly give me 50 quid, and I'm going to guarantee I'm not going to give it to you back, but I need it. Would you possibly want to give it to me? Well, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't, okay? But if I was to say, if you give me that £50, you'll get your lover back, you'll get a new lover as well, you know, an upgrade, a younger, faster model, all right? You'll get yourself a new job, you'll get yourself, you know, a great house, you'll have this, that, and the other. All of your enemies will just run from you, all right? If you give me that £50 right now, That is bullshit. Okay, it's just not good. I mean, I'm looking out now for a good disclaimer. Okay, I'm going right to the bottom here. They should have had the disclaimer on each page, in reality. Okay, let's have a look at legal policy then. Okay. Extreme spells, products and services are based upon the religion of Wicca and Egyptian spells, and your rights to use these products and services are protected under the Religious Freedoms Restoration Act of 1993. So they're saying this is a religious thing, okay? Constitutes a spiritual endeavor and no guarantees other than 6-month money-back guarantee or 3-day cancellation warranties are made. If they're using the phrase spiritual endeavor, I think that they're doing wrong. I think they're doing wrong. Now, I'm not a legal expert, but they should be using a entertainment only disclaimer. I'll have to study this in greater detail prior to me making some decisions about this, but I don't like this. I really don't like this. I think these are bad people. I think these are very bad people. And I think that the person who set this up should have their, something really nasty happen to them. This is not good. Nick Dutch out.